I thought I'd played all of the Donkey Kong ports and variations worth playing until viewer Michael LaRocca pinged me on Twitter the other day recommending Donkey Kong for the Nintendo Game Boy. Now, I never had a Game Boy, and the early 90s saw little Johnny focused on Atari computers rather than consoles. But having come so highly recommended by Michael, I fired it up, and boy was I pleasantly surprised. And if you've never played this version of DK, I think you will be too. I'll show you what I mean right after this. This video supported in part by...
Playing VR, I tend to sweat. It gives me an edge. So King of Nerds happens to give me an edge too. Let King of Nerds give you the edge. Bye, King of Nerds.
Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John, and I am a GenXGrownUp. Thanks for taking the time to click on this video. I had two thoughts approaching Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. Firstly, I thought, Game Boy games aren't even that old. I mean, I cover older games, and then I did the math and realized 1994, you ready? 30 years ago. Okay, well, take care of that. Secondly, I couldn't imagine a port of the arcade legend would be worth playing on that little black and white handheld. Well, firstly, I quickly learned this isn't a port at all. Sneaky Nintendo. It actually features gameplay elements from Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Super Mario Bros. 2, and more. And then secondly, it turns out that Donkey Kong was the first Game Boy title designed with enhanced features when played on Super Game Boy. So in addition to being more than the game I thought it was, it can be played in color on the right hardware. All right, enough setup. Let's fire up 1994's Donkey Kong for the Nintendo Game Boy, and I'll show you what I mean.
So here's the opening screen. Now this is playing on regular Game Boy hardware. And when I first played this, unassuming, says Donkey Kong, nothing special. So before we get into what's special about it, let me switch over to play on, I think I have a Game Boy Advance or something hardware, and look at how it looks enhanced. Would you look at this? So, like, it's not like full color, but I mean, it's, what is it, 16 colors or something, I guess? So, not that playing it on that grayscale was nothing, but I mean, I wasn't expecting this much out of this game. And here's a peek at like the first level. I don't want you to have to look at a window within a window within a window within a window. So let me zoom in on this a little bit. Just know that this arcade cabinet frame is around it when you play it on the right hardware, and then we can focus on the game in the middle. Okay, that looks pretty good. The arcade cabinet's around it. Just know that. So again, first time I played this, look how much nicer it looks with some color. I hit start. I thought it was going to be a Donkey Kong port. Now I have a save game here. I'm not going to do that. Hit the little bell. Looks like Donkey Kong. There he goes. He's got Pauline. Now, of course, I read the instructions after the fact to learn what more is going on in this game. But I want you to be surprised like I was. Sure. Okay. All's well. Get the hammer. Ooh, it's all hammer. There's a fireball coming. All good. Look, I threw the hammer. Did you see that? And then it ran out. Ooh, look at that. Big double flip back jump thing. Look at that. And I started to find crazy things you could do, like this handstand. Anyway, so I finished the first level. I was puzzled already. I'm like, what a crazy port they have done on Donkey Kong here. Okay. 50 meters. So far, so good. All right, into the Pie Factory. This is the Japanese version of the arcade game sequencing, which makes perfect sense, I guess. Oh, can't reach with my hammer, but I can throw that hammer. Come on, get up there. Okay, finish the second level. Oh, there was a one up there I could have got. I missed that. Okay, so that's 2 out of 4 levels from Donkey Kong, right? 75 meters. Elevators, right? Perfect. Just what you'd expect. Look at the little shadow there. So I started to notice little differences. Like this is odd. Like why? You know, the weird jumps and stuff. I just wasn't expecting. Let's get that one up if we can. Great. Pretty easy. Oh Away goes Donkey Kong again. And then we got the final level. Now here's where you would defeat Donkey Kong. And here's where the twist comes. And if this is a surprise to you, I'm sorry, but if learning this twist will get you exposed to this game, he's back up again, he's got Pauline, and off he goes. And this is where the game takes its turn. It starts out Donkey Kong the arcade game with weird controls, and now it turns into more of like a Donkey Kong console game where Mario is trying to rescue Pauline like you would from Bowser, you know, in like 64 or something. You have to get these keys and keep following Donkey Kong. Now, this is often called Donkey Kong 94, I've learned, which makes sense now since there's much more to the game. Look at this! There's a whole map. I'm going to save my game. I'm in the big city. Over the course of the game, you can go to, let's see, big city, there's a ship, a jungle, rocky valley, an airplane, and other levels. Of course, you're consistently trying to save Pauline, but now these are all new adventure levels. Check this out. So he takes her away, puts her little door there, pick things up. I can hit guys with it. So I can use this hammer just like I would in Donkey Kong. Get this guy maybe, yeah. And then throw the hammer when I'm done with it. Cool. If you get all of Pauline's stuff, right, her hat or whatever, that's going to lead to a bonus level at the end. And so the different things you could do, look, you could do this little handstand. And when you do that, you can jump higher. They keep adding abilities. It's so much more than just a port. All right, so here's the key. So I got to grab that key. Great. Take the key down here. Take it to the door. And you progress. So since I got all of Pauline's items, I get to play this little slot machine game. And you just hit the button 3 times. The first time stops the first one. And I didn't get much. I got a 1-up. Okay, that's something. Well, I'm going to take you through at least one set of this big city to show you, but there's so much more to see. This has been on my playlist now. I kept playing this. When I was sick over the last couple of weeks, I kept firing this up on my emulator because there's just so much more to do in it that I didn't know, didn't expect. Look, as we play through this, I'm going to quickly remind you, of course, please consider checking out our merch store if you're looking for cool stuff. We have hats and t-shirts and mugs and stickers and pins and phone cases and all that cool stuff. I looked and I found this really cool retro Game Boy t-shirt design, as well as we have a GenXGrownUp logo in the Nintendo style. Shh, don't tell anybody, it's kind of Nintendo-y. It's just go over to GenXGrownUp.com/merch next time you're in the market. Everything you purchase gets you something cool, and it supports independent content like this. So let me show you some more of this cool stuff. Can I climb up these? I don't even know. Oh yeah, what about how far Mario can fall? I wasn't ready for that either. Look. Oh, sometimes he'll fall, he'll be a little bit stunned. If you fall like the whole screen, he'll definitely be like hurt. So it's a very forgiving, if you've played any Mario adventure games, it's very forgiving. It gives you lives upon lives. And if you fail, you just start again where you left off, you know. So there's the key. So you got to get it up, so you can throw it up there. And then you can keep getting it. Come on, throw it up there. There we go. If you leave it too long, it will disappear, but that's not so tough. And in the door. So you can see this is 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one we get to is a boss level. And that's how each of the stages, each of the worlds are laid out. And you get another chance. It's another boss battle, kind of like the last level of the original Donkey Kong arcade game, you know? Whoa, he got excited after I picked up that hammer, didn't he? Whoa! I fell down a hole. All right, so there's the key. I gotta work the key up somehow. So can I... But you can jump with it, so here we go. There we go. Ooh! Got hit by a spark. That's from Donkey Kong Jr. from Mario's Hideout. And cross again. Alright. So this time we need to time it for when that spark comes, right? So I think we're going to jump up now, this time. There we go, and then jump across. There we go! Got it. So we're going to make it to the first boss level here. Ooh! An extra kind of bonus, alright. Stop the wheel. 1. Of course. Alright, we're going to take it at least to this boss level to show you the kind of cool adventure you get in this game that again, unexpected surprises, all that. Oh! Oh! Oh, knocked him down. Oh, I'm Chumbawamba. Get back up again. So I guess don't be on the ground when he does that. Well, I say failed to do that, but that's what I was supposed to do! Oh, I got hit. Squished! Oh, flattened. In later versions of these boss battles, sometimes he'll throw barrels that you can pick up and throw back at him. You know, boss battle type stuff that you'd expect. I'm going to be off the ground when he jumps. Timed it that time. All right. Not on the ladder. There we go. There we go. Get down quickly. All right. Cross. Whoa! Whoo! Thread the needle on that. Try to time it so I can jump when he's jumping. Alright, so something down this ladder probably. Get up there, get up there! And across. Come on, get across. Up! Got there. Just as he was going to hit the ground. And away you go. So, look, there's a time trial mode of this game. That's not for me. I don't like to race through these games, but that's there. After you get through the first levels, the first 4, there are 97 levels. And look, right away in this next, you're going to introduce a new mechanic. This little thing that turns on bridges. It's the kind of progression you like to see in a Mario game, but crammed into what otherwise could slip right past you as just another Donkey Kong port. Not that at all.
This Donkey Kong was awarded Best Game Boy Game of 1994 by Electronic Gaming Monthly. And in '97, EGM ranked it number 67 on their 100 best games of all time, lauding it for how unexpectedly it expanded on the gameplay of the original arcade game and offered a steady challenge through its many puzzle-oriented levels. And unexpectedly, that's the key word there for me. When I first tried this DK, I was expecting a so-so port, and instead I was treated to surprise after surprise as a long-form arcade adventure unfolded in front of my eyes. Michael has done me the tremendous favor of introducing me to a wonderful Donkey Kong game I'd entirely missed from decades ago. If you played this back in the day, well, you know what I mean. And if you didn't, then add this to your check it out list. Thanks for the recommendation, Michael. Please keep those suggestions coming, and in the meantime, I'll toss links to previous Friday Plays episodes here and here. I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video, and I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.